Welcome back, everybody, to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise. About to head into week number 7, and we'll get into week number 8 today, taking on 2-game episode. But we take on the Packers first. Right now, they are 1-5. Ratings-wise, you can see they look like a solid team, but 1-5, just not their season. And really, Jarek Stark, a guy they brought in, a quarterback they drafted a few years ago from Penn State. Jordan Love left and went to Tampa Bay. He has just kind of been on the decline. Rookie season, really good. 23 touchdowns, 8 picks, and since then, 15-12 last year. You can see the completion percentage has gone down. So, offensively, they bring in Nick Chubb, but he's an aging running back. Christian Watson hasn't really, excelled to that point. Austin Dawson, former Raider there, undrafted guy. But offensively, I would say they're just not there. So I think our defense should be able to handle them. Now, defensively is a different story. Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, Lucas Van Ness, who's turned into a superstar, are just fantastic. So I think defensively is where, they're going to have some very good players on the field. And offensively, we got to be up to the task to beat them. So we got a few things to take care of here, though. First of all, we got a short week. They want us to score 4 touchdowns in this game with a win. All right. Well, that's an interesting one there. 4 touchdowns. That's a heck of a thing to pick up. And then we still have the tandem breakout going on here, I believe, with Joseph Good. Inspired from a teammate, obviously, the crazy week last week that Jalen Waddle had. So, yeah, Joseph Good. Do we praise him? Do we challenge him? You know what? Let's praise him. He's been, I think he's played well. I mean, last year had injury concerns. We know the talent he is. And I think Joseph Good, obviously, is a guy that is the future of this team, no doubt about it. So we inspired him, gets 2,500 XP. We got to get him 150 yards. Okay. 150 yards there for Joseph Good. Once again, have to sort of force him the ball a little bit, but he's easily, and he can get the 150. I have no doubt about he can get the 150, no doubt about he is that type of player easily. This guy can get 150 in like a quarter. 248 yards last week. I mean, you just get the ball in his hands, and the speed he has, the ability to get away from everybody, it's absolutely unreal. But still, we got this Packers team in front of us. Let's see if we get the job done, and let's get this going here. Week 7, first game of the week here on Thursday night, and let's get this one going. About a yard deep is Mooney, cuts it up, and it'll be around the 22-yard line. And that's where this offense will start. Max Sampson. Touchdown numbers not there, but man, yardage has been. 1st and 10. Sampson back to throw. Looking for Joseph Good right away to the sideline. Got it. Catch. 1st down. Obviously want to get him involved early and often to get that 150. But obviously want to still get the win first and foremost. As Jalen Jenkins with the run. And that should be enough. And they give him a really good spot, actually. I thought it was a tad short. But gets the really good spot. Move the chains. 1st down. 1st and 10. Joseph Good open again. And you know what? Jalen Waddle plays a lot in the slot. Plays a lot to the outside. But when you got Jair Alexander at the one side, you kind of want to stay away from him. As we're going to go over the middle this time. There's Waddle from the slot. Cuts over in the middle. 1st down up to the 21-yard line. But, yeah, you want to keep away from Alexander. That's for sure. As we go to the run here with Jalen Jenkins. Jenkins gets a block. He's up to the 11-yard line. And, obviously, with the run game, we're going to have to go more to the outside. Up in that middle, Kenny Clark, he can absolutely just ruin and wreck a running game. As rolling out as Sampson fires this behind the back of Joseph Good, right to Jair Alexander. And it's going to be an illegal forward pass anyway, in front of the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter. It's a pick and a touchback for the Packers. Sampson missed him. Throw was well behind. So nothing from that drive, and here comes this Green Bay offense with a little momentum on their side. Is Green with the run, and only picks up around 3. 3rd and 7. Stark trying to get out of the pocket, and Max Crosby is going to be there for the sack. I'll tell you what, if you're a struggling quarterback coming into a game, you need some confidence. Our defense is probably not that game you want to go up against. It really isn't. As Denard Stamper with a good carry, 1st down up to the 47-yard line. Now 1st and 10, back to Stamper. And breaks off 1 tackle, but not going to get really anything there. Only a gain of 2. And also comes a bit shaken up as well. So it looks like they're looking at maybe the knee, lower leg area of Stamper. Hopefully he is okay. 3rd and 8. Sampson, and that's going to be picked off. Sampson may be forcing that throw. We're going to have to bring him down, and we finally do at the 42-yard line. But Max Sampson, a couple early picks in this game. He's confused. I don't know if the man was open to begin with, but now Green Bay has more momentum, but here comes Christian Harris with a big-time sack. This defense can kill that momentum real quick. We can hold them to nothing here after, you know, they had great field position. They're setting up a screen. Green's got, man, gets a really nice block there out in front, but finally brought down at the 41-yard line. So this would set up about a 58-yard field goal if they want to kick it, and they decide not to. They're going to punt. They do not trust in their kicker, so it's a pick, but hey, nothing came of it. Great job. Defenses, Isaiah Likely with the grab, and he's down to the 39-yard line and a first down. But that's what I was thinking in this game early on. You know, Green Bay's offense, not the greatest. Their defense is their strong point. You know, up front, they can get to the passer easily. Secondary, they can make some plays, and that's what we're seeing. We've had one good drive. We're just going to have to finish off these drives. Make nice, you know, solid plays. Don't force anything. Sampson, and that is a perfect throw to Mechie for the touchdown. That's what we can do. I mean, that was an absolute on-the-money throw from Max Sampson. You can't get any better than that. Didn't really even look open. They dropped, I think, the outside linebacker end into coverage. But look at this throw. And also allows Mechie to get up the field, get into the end zone for the touchdown. Perfect throw from Sampson. That's how you bounce back from a couple early picks. We'll take the lead here, 7-0, heading into the second quarter. So Green Bay, 3rd and 9. And that is caught, but that is going to be short of the first. They just have not been able to really get anything offensively, and that is a quick 3 and out. You put your defense right back on the field. As Sampson looking wide open is Joseph Good. He steps out of bounds before he can cut it up there and maybe get plenty more yardage. But it's still a first down. So we're going to set up a screen. Got Jenkins. Cuts it upfield, and that will be enough for another Raider first down. You know what? If you can't get the run game going a little bit here, obviously Kenny Clark, you know, ruining that, at least get Jenkins involved in the screen game. 3rd and 3. Look at this. Lead pass perfectly for Waddle up the field. Jalen Waddle keeps it going. He's down to the 7. If you run those crossing routes and you're trying to trail this guy, forget about it. It's not going to work. And now we're down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Sampson back in the end zone. That's a flag. It's incomplete. I'm not sure if Joseph Good would have had that one anyway. Holding call regardless. So no matter what the play, a touchdown possibly, it's brought back to the 17. So 1st and goal. Sampson looking underneath there to Joseph Good. Breaks off one tackle, and he'll be down to the 10-yard line. So give him 7 yards on the play. And now a 3rd down and goal now from the 10. Sampson from the gun. Looking. Over the middle. Joseph Good has got it. Touchdown. Beats Jair Alexander that time. I mean, he can box out anybody with the size, but that play right there is all about the offensive line. Fantastic blocking, allowing your quarterback and your receiver to get, you know, run that long route. And your quarterback to step up in the pocket, make the throw. 14-0 lead now for the Raiders. And we get back to the defense, and we're all over it. Nothing there, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 3. They could go to the run here. They're going to throw. We're bringing some heat. Stark, oh man, Tyreek Patterson was about a step away from taking that to the house. But there's Austin Dawson. Obviously, we did not retain him this offseason and goes to Green Bay trying to get some more playing time. As Christian Harris with a great play. That's going to be a loss. Loss of 4 on the play. And a 2nd and 14. And that's a nice stop. And oh man, now we got Amari Burney a little bit shaken up. So Burney He's a bit shaken up. He's headed to the locker room. Stamper will be able to return, so that's good news for that. We'll just have to wait on the Bernie injury as a failed screen attempt. You better get those screen passes off quickly because Max Crosby is flying out of there. And he's going to be on you in about split second. It's a torn labrum for Bernie. Well, I'll tell you what, Christian Harris has had a pretty solid game here today. Looks like he's going to get himself a little bit more playing time the rest of the season. Torn labrum for a little bit. As we're going up top and looking for Joseph Good. And he comes away with the grab. Double teamed. We went for it. You know what? You got the height advantage. You might as well try it. Nobody else really open. So we give it a shot, and Joseph Good goes up, gets it, grab, 2 feet in bounds, first down, move the chains. But we got a 3rd and 9. Great protection. Finding the former Packer. And that's Wicks down to the zone in this game. And really stick it to his former team. No matter what, those games always, you want to perform. As Sampson now on a 2nd and 10, rolling out. You know what? It's going to take it himself in for the touchdown. And now the offense is starting to roll. 21-0 lead. And you know what? No matter how good your defense is, when you don't have the ball and doesn't consistently hang on to the ball, it's just rough for your defense. They're on the field consistently. You're going to get tired. And we have one of the best, if not the best, offenses in football. So regardless, it's tough to stop. But when your offense can't hang on to the ball, you might as well absolutely forget about it. As Green Bay trying to get something here before halftime. 1 minute left. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Stark, that's caught. And that's a first down to the running back, Green. 10 for 12. But only 56 yards. Is yard per attempt, not really good. And hits the running back again. That is caught. They'll use a timeout. So not really utilizing receivers or tight ends. Hitting those running backs. He goes to it again. But we're all over it. That's a loss of 3. You know what? We'll use a timeout here. This will set up a field goal attempt. Can Green Bay actually get on the board here before half? About a 49-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. And you know what? We're just going to take it at halftime. Going in with a 21-3 lead. Everything looking pretty good. Sucks about the Amari Bernie injury, though. That's not what we want to see. Still need the 1 touchdown for the other scenario, and obviously still got to get Joseph Good 150. But right now, we're on a solid pace for that. We'll look at these games. Denver going to New England. You got Kansas City going to Chicago. And the Chargers going to Dallas. So we'll see how that adds up. But here we go. Let's get this second half underway. Green Bay had a really good drive to start as Austin Dawson. Same thing with show his stuff and show, hey, you should have got me more playing time because I can do some stuff here. 2nd and 10 after they get a reception. They try the run game. That doesn't really work out. Nick Chubb only has 8 carries. And obviously, he's not really the same running back. We're in year number 5 here, so he's up there in age as they're going to go underneath the Chubb, but he can still do that. Gets the first down, grinds for those extra yards. They're just kind of, I would say, limiting his carries. And obviously, they don't really run the ball that much to begin with. And when you're down 21-3, the run game might not be the focus of, your offense. You got to throw the ball a little bit. 1st and 10. Stark looking, and there's that guy. Max Crosby coming through. Sack, loss of 10. Knocks you back to the 25-yard line. And a 3rd and 19. Stark looking. Here comes Uche, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. And he'll set up a field goal attempt here for Green Bay. Try to get this to a 2-possession game. 15 points. This will be about a 41-yarder. And the kick is going to be up, and it is right down the middle. It is good. So Green Bay gets a field goal before half. Start the half. 21-6 game. Here comes our offense. You see Stamper is back. Run. Picks up around 5 yards. We got a 3rd down and 3 here. Sampson. Play action. Looking. Firing. Isaiah likely has the grab, and that's going to be a first down to the 43. Sampson in this game, other than that the second interception, just kind of, I would say, a forced pass. The first one was just well off. But other than that, He has been on the money and finding Joseph Good for the first down, wide open to the 35. I mean, we saw the throw, the touchdown throw earlier. That throw right there to Likely. I mean, his throws have been fantastic. As we go to Waddle on the outside. Waddle, ball is loose. Green Bay is going to recover. Colton Miller a little bit shaken up on the play as well. So give Green Bay credit. Right now, get a touchdown on this drive. You're going to put, we're going to be a little bit nervous here in this game as Nick Chubb is going nowhere. 11 carries, 34 yards for him, but Chubb nowhere. Dislocated elbow there for Colton Miller. So he'll be out for this game. Could be a multi-week injury as Stark on 3rd and 8. Can't get anything away there with the pressure. Just barely gets it away. So once again, turnover turns into nothing for the Green Bay offense. And here comes this offense of us straight away. Max Sampson with the run. Gets up to the 49-yard line and a first down. It's really been the difference. I mean, we've had 3 turnovers in this game, but Green Bay's done absolutely nothing with it. And down the seam, finding Jalen Waddle. Catch down to the 21-yard line. Move the chains into the 4th quarter. Looking for that 4th touchdown. Plenty of time, but nobody open. Sampson takes it himself, and he's all the way down to the 2. Decides not to slide down, tries for the touchdown, and this time we're going to toss it out to Jenkins, and he's in for the touchdown. So that scenario is done, and right now get the commanding lead back in this game, 28-6. I would say that, this game's not quite over yet. Still got around 7 minutes left, but Green Bay has not showed they can even get into the end zone. And on 3rd and 1, instead of trying to run with Nick Chubb, they throw it incomplete. And now they're going to have to go for it here on a 4th down and 1. Mix it up a little bit, trying to get a play call involved. I think they're almost running kind of the same type of play. And they are, and it does not work. Incomplete. Turnover on downs there for Green Bay. We still got to get the yardage for Joseph Good. And really just put this game away. And that's going to help out a lot. Joseph Good with the catch. He's up to the 21-yard line. Give him a first down. Yeah, if we get this up to a 35-6 game, I mean, that would pretty much be ball game. Sampson underneath the Good. Now we're kind of just forcing it, but he was open underneath. He has a grab, gets about 9.5 yards down to the 11-yard line. We move it down to the 1 on a 2nd down and goal. We're going to pitch it down to Jalen Jenkins. Jenkins to the outside. He gets in for the touchdown. And now, I would say, just about puts this game out of reach with a 35-6 lead. Jenkins, 2nd TD of the game for him. And that would be your final, and we would get the yardage with Joseph Good, I believe. Right there, maybe that final catch there at the end got us the yardage with Joseph Good. So I think we accomplished both missions today, and obviously the main one, getting the victory. Dominant performance, even with the turnovers. I mean, Sampson, the 2 picks, still had 369 yards passing. He had 2 touchdowns through the air. Added in a rushing touchdown as well. See Jenkins with a couple of touchdowns on the ground. It was a tough run game. When you got a, superstar or an X factor in the defensive line, it is just tough to run against them. They'll ruin your day. But Joseph Good, 155 and a touchdown. So the breakout chance continue. Waddle with a quiet 97 yards receiving. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Likely and Mechie getting the touchdown. Christian Harris had 11 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and a sack. So now with Amari Burney probably being out for multiple weeks, Christian Harris will move in. He'll be definitely a mainstay for sure. But that is a great game, and that's great to see because, you want to have confidence in your guys, and that was fantastic. So Joseph Good gets the 150. Now, do we get an upgrade or not, or does it just continue? So +3 catching traffic. I'm not sure if it'll continue in the next week. But Colton Miller, you can see, dislocated elbow. He is going to be out for 3 weeks. And Amari Burney is going to be out for 4 with that torn labrum. Now, Fort and Parker Albert will be back next week, with Parsons not eligible to return yet. But hopefully soon he'll be able to return from IR. And that'll just give us an absolute boost in the run game, pass rush, and whoa, look at this. I don't think I've seen something this crazy. My goodness. That is a lot. Wow, okay. So 1-6 Browns we're facing here in week number 8. You know what? Let me know down below. What is the most scenarios if you played this game? Because this has got to be the most for me. What do we got, like 5 of them? Absolutely crazy. So Waddle was seen limping around in the facility, and he's ruled out for the game. Okay, now you play this game long enough, you get into 5 seasons, you get the same ones, no doubt about it. I've actually seen this one obviously before. We got to get him 150 again. But I really enjoy this one. I kind of like it. I like the injury aspect. Next guy's going to step up. I really like it. This is one of the scenarios. Some of them I just feel are half ridiculous, but this Waddle, when he's not even going to be playing in this game, so I don't understand that one. But really like it. We got to score 4 offensive touchdowns again. So kind of the same scenarios. So we're going to the same game, the same thing, just different things. 150 with good, 4 offensive touchdowns. Yeah, this continues this breakout scenario, and hopefully if we continue with it, throw 3 touchdowns. So we got to have 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing, 150 with good. Okay. So there is that. And also, we got a breakout chance with the linebacker. Really not sure who this could be. Could it be Christian Harris? It is. Had a fantastic game last week. He's only a normal dev, so this could put him up to star. So we got to hold him under 250 or get him 1 tackle for loss, interception, forced fumble, or sack, which I definitely think we can easily get. I think we got that one all day. And obviously now with Amari Burney out, we just said Christian Harris is going to get plenty of playing time. No doubt about it. But Joseph Good, 10 catches, 155, touchdown last week. Well, going to have kind of a similar type of game this week to continue that breakout chance, facing Sam Howell and this Cleveland Browns team. Guess what? I believe it's another Thursday night game. So back-to-back Thursday night games. I'm not sure who scheduled this, who made the schedule, but interesting decision there. This Browns team has just been not very good the last few years. It just hasn't, and they're not good this year. You know, Myles Garrett, their mainstay defensively, still very good, but same thing, just aging. As we'll see him on the field first. Here we go. We'll get the ball first. Here comes Max Sampson. So, yeah, we need the 3 touchdowns, 4 total. And now with Jalen Waddle out for this game, so that makes it a little bit more interesting because, you know, we got the 150 still with good, but now he's going to be a main receiver. And Carey gets to the outside, and Jenkins close to a first. As Parker Albert, are you kidding me, comes back for this game, and first play of the game, shaken up. 2nd and 1. Oh, plenty of running room for Jenkins. Jenkins breaks a tackle up to the 46-yard line and a first down. And the other thing that kind of changes up the game plan is now you can really go more to the run game as well because he's going to be the main guy to go to. Joseph Good. You know, you're not trying to get Waddle involved. He's not there, so it's going to be mainly Good. Isaiah Likely try to spread the ball around to everybody else, but you can get that run game going. So that's what we want to see. 2nd and 10. Sampson. Seam almost picked off. Looking for Likely, but there is a flag on the play, and they're going to say that is pass interference on the defense. So Mike Edwards, the guilty party. Now we got a 3rd down and goal from the 2. Here comes the heat. Myles Garrett with the sack. Can't hang on to the ball that long when you're down there in the red zone. It's just not going to work out, especially when you're under, the 5-yard line. So we settle for 3. Sam Howell comes on the field. 10 touchdowns, 10 picks on the season. Tell you what, these 2 games here today, we've seen in this video, chance for the defense to feast at first play of the game. Christian Harris, tackle for loss. Scenario, upgrade, completed. First play of the game. We'll take it. 3rd and 12. Howell looking, and he's going to throw this. That's going to be a terrible decision. Loss of 5, and that's going to be an easy 3-and-out punt for Cleveland. You know what? They might have a worse offense than Green Bay. That is what I'm thinking. As that's over the middle, that's caught. Isaiah Likely for the grab and a first down. He's up to the 37-yard line. Yeah, Cleveland Their offense is just, it's struggling. It's no good. I think it's one of those teams that right now in this franchise, as finds Joseph Good for the grab and a first down to the 10. You need a new direction. You need something. And I've said it before. I wish they had GMs in this game, actual GMs and ratings and philosophies, and it just needs a change. I feel that the same team in the AFC is Jacksonville. As Sampson rolling out, Sampson looking, just throw this one away. Yeah, don't force anything in there. Jacksonville, you got to change. So I would say the same thing for Jacksonville. 3rd and 4, spread it out. Sampson looking, just nothing there. Breaks away from the 1 for Myles Garrett, but he's going to be finally brought down there by Howard for the sack. So give credit to Cleveland's defense. They're going to hold us to 3 again, so we can't come away with touchdowns so far. 2 drives, inside the 10-yard line, ends up at 3 apiece, so 6-0 lead. But the question is, with their offense, I don't know what they're going to give you. Edwards-Helaire with the run. That is a good run. Former Raider, who we brought on. As Edwards-Helaire has a pretty good solid run there up to the 41-yard line and a first down. 1st and 10. Back to Edwards-Helaire. Nakobe Dean, Christopher Smith come up. Say, I don't think so. Nothing there. Just maybe about a yard. And I have to say, early on, they've been more committed to the run. That's always good to see. How the throw to the outside. Edwards-Helaire can't hang on. Going to fall incomplete. And that is going to force a Cleveland punt. But kind of back to the GM thing. I just sometimes, obviously in the NFL, teams can make a turnaround. As Stamper with the run, Stamper getting blocks, nobody in front of him. Is anybody going to be able to catch him? I don't think so. Denard Stamper gone, touchdown. Well, that's how you get the first touchdown of the game. Denard Stamper. Stampers for the TD. Big long touchdown run. For a power back, he's got pretty decent speed. He's in for the score. But yeah, I mean, for teams that, I don't know. I just like to see something. I know there are plenty of franchises that for years and years and years just can never get over that hump, can't get anywhere. But still, there's only a select number of franchises. There's still some that get a playoff appearance. I'm not saying you got to win a Super Bowl. 3rd and 3, nice play there by Oliver. But I like to see some of these teams at least in playoff contention. And just not seeing it. I'd like to see a difference, a little bit different philosophy, saying, hey, another pass interference call to begin as I continue my ramble here. But, hey, this quarterback hasn't worked. This offense or defense hasn't worked. Let's, rebuild. I'd like to see more of that, obviously. As this one's floats in the air, Joseph Good has got it, catch first down. Things seem to be working in this game. I just want to see a little bit more like a smarter AI, when it comes to, rebuilding the team offensively, defensively, just team roster. And obviously you got the NCAA football game coming out. You're going to have scouting, obviously, the biggest part of that. And, for me, I just don't want to have, I just want scouting to be smart, especially for big-time guys, You do still bring in some 5-star recruits when you have guys at that position, but still, I don't want them to ignore a position when, they just stack one. I just want it to be a little bit smarter. And hopefully, here's hoping that NCAA, I've said it, I think I said it on before, if you're, listening at this moment, NCAA football, dynasty's coming. Do not worry about that. I know they're going to release details in May. NCAA Dynasty will be on this channel. I'll have a Madden franchise again next year, but we'll have NCAA and Madden kind of going back and forth. I have no idea what school. I don't know right now. I've not even really thought about it. But we will have one for sure. There is no doubt about that. The NCAA, I know I've never played it on this channel, obviously. NCAA 14. For me, I'm one of those guys that I know they've had really good upgrades to it, but I just cannot get into old games. Even this game has its problems, as that's going to be Lloyd Sweat with the sack. This game has has problems. Madden has always had some issues. I still to be a solid game. You mess with the sliders a little bit, it can work out, no doubt about it. But those old games, I'm just sorry, they're just, once they're 5-6 years out of their run, I just could not get into it. I understand you can still have fun with them. Don't get me wrong, but either way, even if the gameplay of NCAA doesn't turn out to be the greatest, I am still hyped for it. I cannot wait for it. It's just a different type of thing. Obviously you got to constantly rebuild. Almost every year you have guys leaving for the draft. It's such amazing stuff. As Sampson's going to take off with his speed, he is gone for the touchdown. Max Sampson, as we are dominating this game here in this first half, which, I kind of expected. We could have put in a couple touchdowns early in his first 2 drives at the goal line, but couldn't. But Sampson puts it in, 23-0 lead. But, man, I cannot wait. Like I said, if you guys have some suggestions, I don't think we're doing a create a school. We'll probably pick a real school, obviously. Schools that you would love to see. Obviously, when it gets closer to the time, I'll probably kind of do the same type of thing. Think of maybe 4 or 5 schools. Do kind of a poll just to see. Runs down Sam Howell. Brings him down. There you go. Another sack for Crosby. And obviously, in between, we'll still finish off this franchise, which has been a successful one. And thank you guys all so much for all the support throughout this whole franchise. And I know people keep asking about the Pirates franchise. It's been a while. I haven't finished off the World Series. People keep asking about it. I will tell you what, it will be finished before the next show franchise. It will be probably one long episode of the World Series as we get another sack there on Sam Howell, Max Crosby again. It will. I'm not saying it's coming out this week or next week. It will come out before the show comes out in March. So don't get me wrong. We will completely finish off that franchise. We'll probably finish off with the World Series and pretty complete that. We will franchise. Now, obviously, as I talk about this show franchises, we're seeing the gameplay here. We're just dominating right now. So that's why, I kind of want to just get this stuff through here, as that is a nice pass, finding Wicks for the grab. As for the show franchise this year, I'll just say it right now. With NCAA coming out, we're going to try to run through that show franchise a lot quicker. No doubt about it. And with that, you want to see the top prospects. There's a chance, I'm thinking, this year for the show franchise that maybe we do a little bit of a different style, as Joseph Good has got it. Touchdown. We're dominating this half and dominating this game. This isn't even a game right now. We're just doing whatever we want. Joseph Good for the touchdown. But I'm thinking possible that we go with a team that's right on the cusp of maybe playoff contention, World Series contention, and make it more of a shorter, like a 3-year deal, trying to bring a World Series trophy to that team. That could be a major possibility that we go with this year with the franchise. Just a tad bit different of a thing instead of a complete rebuild. I know rebuilds are the best, making the trades, getting those guys, but you know what? We might play this a little different this year with NCAA in the path. Because for me, I am a big, I love baseball. Love it. But football is still the tops. No doubt about it. And as for YouTube here, it brings in more of the views, brings in more of you guys for football. No doubt about it. So football dominates. And that's another sack on Sam Howell. I feel sorry for him right now. It's not working out. It's Kenya Nix, the rookie, with the sack. But when NCAA football comes out, it's going to be all NCAA. So I'm just going to tell you that right now. And I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I have a job. That'd be great to do this full-time, like I've said. But I can only do like maybe a series or 2 at a time. That's really about it. And when it comes to football, it just takes up, main time. So that is why also the Pirates franchise has taken a little bit to get, finish off. Because once you run into Madden season, It's just tough. It just dominates. It's what I got to do every day. I'm trying to get out of the game like almost every day early on, so that's just the reasoning why. And Christopher Smith's going to read that perfectly. Picks this one off. And that's going to be down to the 12, and this game is going to get even more out of hand. No doubt about it. So those are my thoughts for NCAA and the show. So if you've been in this little, 10-minute spot where I've been talking about this, if you completely missed it, well, it is what it is, and it happens. But skip around sometimes. But if you are here for this conversation, let me know about maybe NCAA, the show for next year, maybe a team, like I said, that kind of fits that criteria, right on the edge of, possibly contending for a World Series, maybe a free agent or two away. One thing is Joseph Good, touchdown, gets himself another one. He is eating in this game. This whole team is eating in this game. This is a little stretch here, where we can easily, I would say, dominate, show our domination right now. We've been in some tough games a little bit lately, still undefeated, obviously. But these are the games, in the NFL, no game is easy, as Kenyon Nix is having a solid game. You can show, there's chances to show some domination. It's tough. As Christian Harris lays out Clyde Edwards-Helaire, forces a fumble, will recover, and if you're the Browns fans, this is a tough primetime game to have. It really is. No good. What a play from Christian Harris. And, man, Christian Harris is just outstanding. But we're showing our strength here these last games here. Rolling out, finding Isaiah Likely. Touchdown. That's the third TD. Throwing for the game for Max Sampson. So there is your scenario for there. Obviously, 4 touchdowns offensively. We got that. So we just need now Joseph Good. Just got to get him in the 150 again. He's close. So now we got Huntley in the game. And we go up to Joseph Good, and he has the grab and a first down. Yeah, we'll take out Sampson. No really reason for him to be up 44. Bring in Huntley. We could still throw the ball to Good. Get that scenario. Joseph Good's got it. Picks up around 8. I think he got it there. Did he get it there? No, he's really close. I think we just need a few more. And I think this is going to do it right here. Good over the middle. Has the grab. First down to the 39. And that should... Oh, man, we're just 2 yards. I thought I was going to do it. 2 yards away. All right, let's get this to Good. Got it. There's the catch. First down. There you go. That'll do it. We get the scenario for Joseph Good. The breakout will continue again for Joseph Good. At some point, we got to get something. Maybe it's after this game. I'm hoping. Maybe we can get him up. But that is a easy victory and an absolute blowout here in Cleveland. Wow, 47-3 is going to be your final, I would say. We got more of a game. Green Bay's defense put up a game. Cleveland's defense did not. Now, only 195 through the air for Max Sampson. It's the lowest passing yardage of the season. We just ran the ball a little bit more. I mean, Stamper had that big, long touchdown run. Jenkins had 69 yards on the ground. Keaton Mitchell got some yardage. But there you go, 10 for 163, 2 TDs, Likely with 54 and a touchdown. Defensively, Christian Harris got that tackle for loss right away. But Kenyon Nix, 3 tackles for loss. They gave him a half sack, man. I thought he had a full. Crosby had 2, Oweh 1, Patterson with 1. He split there with Lloyd Sweat and Uche. Christopher Smith with a pick. And the forced fumble by Harris. So we got it easily. He'll be up there with a star development. So that's awesome to see. Get through all these scenarios here, the XP. So all quarterbacks, 5 short, medium, and deep throw actually for the next 3 games because of that. Wide receivers, 5 catching traffic and spec catch. So that is awesome. Christian Harris, yeah, up to a star dev. That is absolutely awesome. So, man, he has been fantastic here the last couple of games, just stepping up now up to a star. He has an upgrade possible. Do we do pass coverage? I know it's a scheme fit, but I think we're going to get that up. Continue to work on him. So he's up, gets 2 zone coverage, 2 play rec, which is always good. So up to a star, obviously only 26 years old. Hey, Mari Burney's a free agent, so we'll see. But 2, I would say blowouts, maybe not the most entertaining games, but this could be a good one right here. Week 9, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. This might be a tough test before the bye. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.